There will be no much time for rest for Harambee Stars and the technical bench, who returned from Ghana after finishing second in Group F with a 1-0 loss, as coach Sebastian Minye has now set his eyes on the team's preparations for the Africa Cup of Nations in Cairo, Egypt. Meanwhile, Tanzania became the fourth East African country to qualify for the Continental Showpiece in Cairo, Egypt. Harambee Stars coach Sebastian Minye is planning to embark on building on the team's preparations for the Africa Cup of Nations tournament with lessons learned from the qualifying stage. Minye was speaking upon the team's return from Ghana after going down by a solitary goal in the final Group F tie that saw Kenya finish second in the group.
This is football, and when something rises, people have just to look for something to talk about, you know. If you look at that ball that we considered at that minute, we lost the ball in the midfield, and then when my defense was still going out, the striker managed to beat them. So the reaction I did was it was just a little miscalculation.
Ukiangalia pia vile tulicheza hiyo game ya Saturday, ilikuwa ni game ngumu, but tunashukuru kwa wachezaji vile walijitolea. Angalau tulijaribu vile tunaweza, although hatukupata ile tulikuwa tunataka.
Minye expressed his disappointment with the result, and his headache begins now as he ponders on what players to exclude in different departments of the squad. Harambee Stars will take part in a 3-week camp in France in May as a precursor to the Continental Showpiece before heading to Egypt, where Kenya will be making their maiden appearance in 15 years.
I don't forget what he did before for us, for me, you know. It's the life of a team. It's different for goalkeeper because Victor, Masoud, Olunga, when he's there, can commit a mistake after there is some teammate to come back and to try to repair the mistake. When you're goalkeeper, it's more difficult.
And to the other last round of qualifying matches, Tanzania beat rivals Uganda 3-0 in Dar es Salaam to qualify for the Africa Cup of Nations finals for the first time since 1980. The Taifa Stars secured the victory they needed to join already qualified Uganda at Egypt 2019 from Group L.
The first time in 39 years themselves.
Lesotho drew 0-0 in Cape Verde, which confirmed Tanzania's qualification as runners-up to Uganda in the group, which means 4 East African countries, Tanzania, Uganda, Burundi and Kenya, will play at the finals in Egypt.
Uganda are being put to the sword in the most impressive fashion by this Tanzania side. The Taifa Stars stepping up as they needed to.
South Africa beat Libya 2-1 in their 2019 AFCON qualifiers in Group E.
Goal! What a shot from Percy Tau!
Mamelodi Sundowns striker Percy Tau scored a brace as Bafana finished second in their group, a point behind Nigeria. Zimbabwe finished top of Group G with a 2-0 win over Congo-Brazzaville, despite the death of a supporter who was killed in a stampede outside the National Stadium in Harare.
In the lead, Karma Biyat with a fabulous free kick. Who else?
The Democratic Republic of Congo also qualified from the group with a 1-0 win over Liberia in Kinshasa. The 2019 Africa Cup of Nations will for the first time take place in June and July and will feature 24 teams rather than 16.
To get a goal for Zimbabwe. Biyat and Musona.